I have parasites and in my blood, and also Lyme disease. So.
And it's manifesting itself in you how?
It basically shut my stomach down completely. I also have had really bad kidney and bladder infections my, whole life. We figure I've had the Lyme since I was little, and just couldn't ever explain, the constant infections and constant. I mean, for me, I always felt like it was kind of like a failure to thrive. I've never thrived like everybody else. It was always something. I was always sick with something. It got so bad that I was gray. When I came in here, I was gray, and I didn't really talk, and all I did was, I was lucky to move from my bed to my couch in a day, and I didn't do anything else. I was dying. I was done.
When you say you're dying, physically, emotionally, psychologically?
All of it. I didn't have anything left. My body, even with the feeding tube, I wasn't pulling anything out of it. And so basically the feeding tube was just keeping me alive enough, but I just kept going downhill. Even with it, I kept dropping. Like I said, I was gray, and I didn't do anything. I couldn't function. I didn't function. I didn't do anything.
And what do the doctors tell you about your stomach?
Nothing's wrong. Nothing. I had a pill camera. I've had endoscopes. I've had CT scans. I had 2 colonoscopies. And they would do them and then come out and say, there's nothing wrong. We don't see anything. There's nothing wrong. My last colonoscopy, the doctor, they finished, and at that time I had my feeding tube, and she came and said, we didn't find anything. And my husband said, what do we do now? And she looked at him, and she raised her shoulders and says, go home. And that was it. She just said, go home. And we felt like that was, her just saying, go home and die, because there's nothing. We don't see anything. We can't find anything. There's nothing wrong with you. My sister had heard a lady that has a talk radio show out of Hyde Park, and she's kind of a nutritionist and does a lot of the natural things. And my sister emailed her after the doctor had said, go home, because we felt like if we had any chance of me even surviving, it was going to be that we would have to do it ourselves. And she emailed her, and she said, bring her down. I want to see her. And when I got down there, she looked at me and said, you're too far gone. I can't help you, but you have to go to the West Clinic, because she had been here like 10 years ago, and they saved her. And so she said, you have to go there. So that's how we found about the West Clinic, and we got their number, and we called, and it was not quite a week later, and they got me in. I've been coming for about 8 weeks, and the first week I came every day, and then since then I've had 3 weeks, so I'm not sure what the math is on that.
So it'd be 21, oh, no, not 21, it'd be like 5 days a week, right? So for 7 weeks?
3 days a week.
3 days a week, so it is 21, and then so between 25 and 30 treatments.
Mm-hmm.
And how much better are you?
Oh, 100% better than what I was. I mean, I'm functioning now. I'm starting to eat food where I ate an egg the other night and I had hardly any pain. And that's a miracle, because, I mean, I haven't eaten food for probably from the time that I started with the stomach pain, we're getting close to a year. And then by October, I didn't eat anything. I was lucky to drink water and that. And my feeding tube actually passes my stomach and goes into my intestine, because we couldn't put anything into the stomach without the pain and it coming back up. So I'm so much better.
And hopeful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's one of the things that they gave me here was hope. You know, they seen me, they said, we will help you. You will be better. You will get better. And that was a big thing, because I felt like, you know, I was stripped of any hope or, you know, anything. And they didn't, it was like, you're crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. And so to come here, I mean, they instantly said, you know, there is something wrong, and we will fix it. You will get better. And I am. I get the vitamin bags, 3 bags. And then I've also had the insulation, which has made a big difference, because I had the pill camera that they had done actually got stuck in my colon for 13 days. When it hits the colon, it's supposed to be in the colon for 24 hours. And mine sat there for 13 days. They took 4 x-rays, looked at it, kept going, yep, it's still stuck there. But it was over Thanksgiving, and so they weren't going to do anything about it. They just said, hold on, you know, eventually if it doesn't, we'll go in and take it out. But they just left it. It did eventually pass after the 13 days, but I had a bad spot where it stuck that I had pain from it doing some damage. And so with the insulation, that pain is gone, completely gone. I don't have it anymore. I've also done the magnet therapy, and that's helped a lot with the pain that I have in my throat from the feeding tube. Don't know if it's a little bit of an allergic reaction from the tube, but you know, I was having to go in and get some IVs through the hospitals and some stuff to control the pain in the throat and the swelling in it. You know, I'm hoping that we'll be able to, you know, get the Lyme into like remission, and I'm hoping to feel better than I ever have my whole life. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm so grateful, and I don't know if I can even put it into words with what I've been through and where I am now. I'm not even the same person I was. I start to see glimpses of myself again. And it's amazing. I was so sick I couldn't even cry. There were no tears. I was numb, completely numb. And so, you know, for me to get choked up and to have emotion and that is good, because I can feel again. I feel again. So emotionally I'm doing well.